Hmm. Num 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 num. Look at that. I ripped this alien woman's vagina out, and it's all I could eat. I'm stranded on this fucking planet. I'm gonna science the shit out of this place. But anyway, even though I'm on Mars and I terraformed this fucking igloo behind me, this alien woman showed up. And she was green, and she had these fucking antennas. I couldn't believe it. They were like snail's eyes. And so immediately I just grabbed a pair of scissors and I went out and I snipped off her eyes, right? And then she was blind, right? And I thought, well, fuck, she's blind. I mean, big boobies. Crazy, crazy alien woman. And so I thought, she died, right? She died. I could tell she was dead because I did one of these. It turns out the alien vein is right there. And so maybe she wasn't really dead, right? When I was like, oh my God, I better put her out of her misery. So I was slitting her throat. And it turns out that the Martian alien woman whose eyes I cut off, I ended up bleeding her right there. And I didn't know because I thought she was dead, right? But it turns out that that's like the same thing as putting your hands on your appendix, apparently. It didn't have a lot of reaction. So I thought she was dead, right? But then I ended up taking this buck knife that came along on my spaceship to this igloo on this terraformed Mars thing, and I cut her vagina out. I know that most of you think that is not an alien woman's vagina, but that's the inside of an avocado, right? How is one supposed to own this? Right? Anyway, and then I was like, I'm sorry, I've got to eat your pussy like shrimp fried rice. The train's informing me that this is so disgusting, why would I want to own it? Why would I want to say the most absurd shit to the universe? When my very, born-again soul, Christian soul, knows that it shouldn't move angular, like after you're enlightened. And, they say, before enlightenment, you go to the river and wash the clothes. After enlightenment, you go to the river and wash the clothes. For me, I guess I went to the river and washed the clothes, but then after enlightenment, I'm like, fuck it, I'm swimming in the river, right? But the thing is, it turns out that like Donald Trump is to the EPA, apparently God is to the river, that there's a shitload of poison and vitriol, a lot of oil in that river. And I think that is where the alien woman actually came from. I think that maybe she wasn't actually Martian, but that she landed in a Martian river that was filled with Donald Trump's EPA denial on Mars from the future, looking back at the past, just like Bernie Sanders is exactly like Hitler, because he wants to like socialize shit and then take away your guns and then blow your brains out, right? All of it. But fluoride's doing that. Anyway, so I was like, I better cut her vagina out and eat it like shrimp fried rice. I thought to myself, why would I just, out of mere effect, want to be more crude boundary pushing than anybody else that I could imagine? And I thought it's because A, God loves me, right? B, I have a goatee like Satan. Does that count? God loves Satan. Jesus is his brother in all. I'm in Utah, sorry. So in Utah, you guys probably don't know anything about Mormons, but Mormons think that Jesus and Satan are brothers, right? So I'm like, hey, bro, come on over. Like, fuck you, man, what's up? I'm coming over, get me some fucking beer. So he left long ago, but somehow Satan, my brother, the father of my niece and my nephews, married to, static, very static, wants me dead, apparently. Anyway, He is my brother. Yes, yes. And I have an older gay brother, which makes me think about Ice Cube, right? Is Ice Cube really, like, when he named himself Ice Cube, did he think to himself, like, I am, in the whole, like, my very persona is like one big ice cube. You know what I mean? Like I am an ice cube, right? Like this line behind me, right? I'm a cube and I'm made out of ice. Because I thought, okay, I'm a fire sign, right? I'm a Sagittarius, right? Now he's Ice Cube, right? Now I recently got arrested for speeding, reckless driving, going down the highway on the wrong side. I shit you not. And when I went to jail, this was in Orlando, Mexico, and all of a sudden there was Ice Cube in jail. Right now he was just filming a video. Right, it was just a fucking rap video that he was filming. But for me, that was real Mexican prison. So anyway, we're in there, and they're kind of locking him into, to get him into character, right? But he's Ice Cube, and I'm a Sagittarius fire sign. And he's got this song about dipping women so deep, that I thought, oh my God, I as a Caucasian, I'm like, let me pound some fucking 4-inch love into your Iranian pelvis, because I'm also a colonialist from the USA, yes, an imperialist, and it didn't matter, even though I'm big, right? I'm like, how do I come up with a small Caucasian penis rap song to alter Ice Cube's desire to speak about how he deep dicks women so deep, and it didn't matter, right? Because like my cat, Ice Cube decided to give it up, right? He was letting me just like, I'm just gonna fucking murder. So I was like, oh, Ice Cube, right? So I was fucking Ice Cube in the ass, trying to warm him up, right? It was a colon cancer thing. He was checked apparently before we came in, and I thought, I could probably cure that because I can tell you have some polyps in there that are frozen, right? So let me do my best to peel those off. Let's see how this. Ooh, yeah. I don't know if this is the best time. I mean, I know Trudeau won, and I know the maple leaf is a beautiful thing, and I know your country has less millions of people by ours by like tens of thousands, but I was talking about how I was in jail with Ice Cube, and I was warming his Ice Cube up with my Sagittarius fire dick. 4 inches, so shallow, so maybe 2.5, 2.5, 4 inches if I wasn't circumcised. I'd be like, ooh, take that, oh my God.
Are you by yourself?
Well, I have the company of 2 cats and 8 beers. 2 cats and 8 beers. And I was just deep dipping Ice Cube in my ass, but I was thinking about Jewy Amy Schumer. I think I don't believe she's Jewish.
I think she's hilarious.
Well, she's absolutely horrendous. She's horrendous. She's such a fucking slut. She's so.
She's so funny.
Yeah. Now,
I think she's great.
I eat shit, not like 2 girls, 1 cup or handful, but in my spare time I eat some shit, and I was thinking that she is just she's playing tennis back and forth with her comedy, and the thing about Amy Schumer, now I love how Schumer loves her own vagina. She loves her vagina. She puts coins into her hooter. She puts coins into it, right? And she's paying herself off for not getting laid enough in public because she's so worried about her HPV. So she's like, I better insert some coins to pay myself off for not getting laid. Oh yeah, yeah, she has HPV. I have HPV, and I was already talking like we could have purple French tickler tines, like rubber ball HPV babies in the last video that I was talking about. The thing is about Amy Schumer is that not I put coins in her hooter. She puts coins in her hooter, not in her shitter. It's just that she likes to eat. She likes to eat shit, so she's not going to shit money while she likes to eat shit, because that would hurt your teeth if you ate shit and you put coins in your ass to eat your own shit. So I was just thinking about that. I was thinking about that. Now she's questionable. She's suspect. She's like a pietà. She is like the mother of Christ without a child. It's like she had, she drove herself to the abortion clinic so she wouldn't have an HPV baby. And she had an abortion, but that was our Christ child. Like, that was humanity's savior, was Amy Schumer's HPV baby. That was sold off, apparently, to pharmaceutical companies strictly for scientific advancement. And you know what they found in their telomere chromosomal studies? They found that Jesus Christ coming out of Amy Schumer, because actually she's only ever been fucked in the ass. She's never ever allowed a guy besides the guy that gave her HPV to re-enter her. So she was a virgin. She gave birth to the new Jesus, who was a purple ass HPV baby who grew up to be substantial in this world to the age of like 8 days, maybe 9 days, right? Because she doesn't believe in Plan B. She believes in Plan A, right? Like I'm going to drink a whole bottle of whiskey after I have sex to make certain that I flush this fucker out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Anyway, so I'm drinking and she's drinking. Oh, she's suspect. How can you not love her though? You love Amy Schumer. I love Amy Schumer. All of her boyfriends have French tickler length HPV ticklers on their tongue, because she like lets them cunnilinga. So all these guys. Oh, I just know it now. I only banged one freshman. My brother also grew up to be a pussy. Not my gay older brother, but my younger brother. He eats so much shit from his wife. It's fucking crazy. She shit, and he eats shit. Like, he comes over to ask for his fucking money, for his paycheck. Right? He comes over during lunch to ask me for money. And he does. And the next generation doesn't give a shit about Amy Schumer or my HPV, because they all have Gardasil, right? It's like polio to our generation, right? The next generation has fucking Gardasil.
Right.
And maybe you're all Alex Jones, maybe you're all like, I'm going to deny this shit. I have no idea, but I think apparently some medical community found the antibody to HPVs. All I know is I couldn't be happier than a client. Neither could Ice Cube, right? Initially, I thought his name was Ice Cube because he was talking about his nuts. My nuts are ice cubes. And unlike James Bond, he didn't want them shaken. He didn't want them stirred. He only wanted them shaken, right? Because if you stir some almonds, you're gonna twist those fuckers off, right? You don't stir the almonds. That's why James Bond was, I like them shaken, not stirred. But maybe they ground the ice cubes for James Bond. Who knows? Who knows these things? Time to drink. What's happening with you?
Nothing. I'm just hanging out with my cat.
I have two pussies now. One's a guy and one's a girl, and I was.
I know, but you said, is this outdoor cat came in the house or what?
Yeah, I mean, both of them are in the house. It's just that Lily has been fighting with Loki, and Loki's a little bit younger, right? So it's kind of, she's a cougar, which is weird because she's also a cat. and now bringing him in, it's like he's moving against my thing. Like, I like to fuck my cat.
She's also a cat. Shut
Right. Well, and she's hissing at him, but she's slowly learning to follow him. But he's not taking any shit. He's like, you know, like, she'll swipe at him, he'll run about, but then he'll just kind of stand there, you know. It's like, but he's not spraying. And to be honest, I'm like, I don't understand. I always thought growing up, because I was a dog guy, that cats didn't, like male cats didn't spray. I thought it was women, female cats that sprayed.
Oh no, male cats.
Yeah, male sprays. But where does is it coming out their glands in their ass? Is it coming out their dick? I mean, what is happening with the cats?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is an anal spray. I don't know.
I thought it was gland. Now, this is the weird thing about amendum, right? He's all against circumcision, but circumcision cuts off 2 glands in the male penis.
Oh, amendum is fucked right now. Like, he just, like, seriously hung himself out to fucking dry with that fucking last couple
like,
of
I'm going to kill women and push them down the stairs if they get pregnant. You know, that's my contract.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Like, commenters and stuff. I just wrote vasectomy, easy fucking solution. Like, you know, what fucking stupid woman would ever get in a fucking contract?
I would rather push you down the stairs than have to get a vasectomy, but I'll gladly get a circumcision because I'll cut the tip of my Jewish dick off my lovely blue-eyed Jukas dick. That's the thing.
Only a fucking retarded woman would ever say, okay, I agree to that contract.
Yeah, if you get me pregnant, please push me down the stairs or I'll gladly go get an abortion.
Sorry. And then fucking, like, again, my worst fucking thing, my one trigger is do not bring up fucking Piro's kid. Don't bring up June.
Yeah. By the way, in case I didn't tell you, since you've been calling, I've been making a video. I've been recording all this. Yeah. Now, let me get back to Ice Cube. Ice Cube, because you walk up to him and knee him in the ice cube, shake them, not stir them. You know Ice Cube claims to be able to ride a woman deep. So deep. But I'm from Utah, so when I go to L.A., I break off his dick. Like if I met Ice Cube and he was actually an Ice Cube and he's got a big dick, then what I would do is I would bust his big glass, his big fucking Ice Cube dick off, and I would bring it back and I would put it on display as decoration at a wedding, right? So the bridesmaids would have something in case they're thirsty. Right, the bridesmaids need to lick on a fucking Ice Cube penis at a wedding, right? Just because. I'm working on it. I mean, you're interacting. You've split the design of the dialogue, which is fine. Now, do you notice how the most sexual women creatures that you'll ever meet are between the ages of, like, I don't know, 15 and 19, right? But teachers who are between the ages of, like, 24 and 32, they like to fuck on young boys who are 13 to 17-year-olds in guise as a teacher. Like, and the reason, the symptom is a symptom of young ladies who didn't allow themselves to get fucked enough in college. So when they were graduating, they decided, like, I'm going to show those sorority girls sluts, and I'm going to become a teacher and screw on 13 to 17-year-old male students, right? I'm just going to, and this is what's so great about the internet, is the internet is exposing all of these horny non-cougars, just like, I'm going to get back at those sorority sluts for fucking so much, or I'm just a fucking pedophile, women pedophile, feminist women pedophile. They all say women and feminist pedophiles. Feminist pedophiles. I think I'll name this video Feminist Pedophiles.
Stop it.
Anyway, you rally. I like to share my HPV via fucking strangers. How else are you supposed to help humanity other than by spreading the cured HPV virus into the future?
Fuck. You would respectably let the other person, like, do you know what I mean? You're not a fucking evil person. Not going and giving that to anyone.
Now, what I'm saying is this: is that the next generation, if their parents were acute enough to give them vaccines, then they would have got Gardasil. And our generation to their generation is like our relationship to polio. They're already done. They've already had the Gardasil. This is over guilt. Like, I've already been cured. Like, Christ already saved me, and that's why I'm masochistic and I drink beer and try to kill my liver. It's because Jesus, at the end of my life, is just going to save me, and I'm going to live like a vampire. I'm going to be like on Twilight forever and ever. Ever and ever. I'm going to be like on Twilight. I'm going to run really fast. I'll get cured ankles again.
You need Canadian beer.
Well, maybe, because I'm drinking Keystone Red. That you'll get to watch both of us on our video. Canadian Red beer?
You need Canadian beer. It's called Canadian. Like, that's the name of the beer.
Did you say a bear wipes its ass in the Canadian woods with a maple leaf?
No, I just think you should drink Canadian beer only.
Well, hang on a sec. I gotta get out of the video. Okay, now I'm going to the kitchen to get more beer. I already had big candy bar and some mustard.
No, you're not getting more beer, Michael. You're going to bed.
No, it's almost 2? Holy shit, why are you calling me so late? It's almost 2 in the fucking morning.
Obviously, you need an intervention. It's 1:47 in the
Oh, don't give me this. I preempted this. No, I got a fucking, what do you call it?
If you have beer there, then sure, drink the beer that's there.
Yeah, I'm not, like, driving to the store. And even if I did, they don't even sell it this late. I was, and that's the thing. I was watching Amy Schumer's one of her recent roasts, and the funny thing was, I just had the feeling that she was talking to me, like she was talking to me specifically, and I couldn't think that Amy Schumer wasn't talking to me, because I'm just like, Ellen DeGeneres is definitely not talking to me. All Ellen DeGeneres does is dance and try to act hip, and she is so sterilized, she's so bleached down now. She's so white, she dyes her hair white. That's how white Ellen DeGeneres is. I am so white and lesbian, don't you love me differently than Oprah? Like, I'm opposite of Oprah.
Okay, what about Bette Midler?
Did you know Oprah married several white guys, and Bette Midler allowed several black guys to hump her in the bum, including Ice Cube? Did you know that? She got the cold pack. The cold pack, and it was a 12-pack. It was a 12-pack. I bought a 12-pack.
I don't even know any other famous female comedians. What's another one?
Lisa Lampanelli, Kathy Griffin, Sarah Silverman, Lucille Ball, My Balls, Ice Cube's fucking ice nuts.
Okay, what about watching Ex-Wives of Rock and Roll? You know,
you mean I'm going to go to California and bone the Kardashians before they ever got pregnant? Those rock and roll?
The Kardashians. Do you know that O.J. Simpson, when he was going to go into the Bronco, before he got into the Bronco, he ran to the Kardashians' house, and he was going to kill himself in Kim's room, and the dad was like, Mr. Kardashian was like, oh, don't kill yourself in this room because it's Kimmy's room, and that's why O.J. ran and got into the Bronco.
No, I'll tell you that he did go in there. He was scared. He wasn't going to get in the Bronco, but he had planted a small series of seeds that became Muppets, and it was actually Sesame Street in his truck. And he decided, I am going to drive me and Sesame Street off the 405 into nowhere.
Okay, you know Bert and Ernie? Those characters come from the movie It's a Wonderful Life. That's the taxi driver and the other guy from It's a Wonderful Life. That's where the characters Bert and Ernie come from.
What's a Wonderful Life is is my old art friend Sean used to draw Bert and Ernie with their pants down. I mean, it's like, well, maybe it was just Ernie. It might have just been Ernie. And Bert, because he's got the fucking melon head, he's like a... Yeah, he drew some dicks on Bert and Ernie because, I mean, hey, everybody...
Ken and Barbie, they don't have genitals.
No, Bert and Ernie have fucking dick, and you want to know why? Because Sean drew it. That's why they fucking. If Jim Henson didn't draw some dongs on Italian Ernie and on fucking Jewy Bert, if he didn't buy Italian and Jewish cock, right? He fucking.
Where's Jake?
Don't give me this where's Jake shit like you're trying to trap me like I'm a goddamn pasture cow because I'm drinking. Because I'm gonna make my dad very, very upset. The last time I made a video that I talked about Amy Schumer, my dad thought it was an embarrassment to the family. And I thought how could it be an embarrassment to the family? I'm a Gentile 6'4" white guy with a 3-inch boner. And my 3-inch boner, right, that's circumcised, I don't even have that extra skin in. How am I going to impress Amy Schumer when she's been to Miami? She knows that's where all the Jewish homeland.
Doesn't understand, and that's too bad for them.
No, it's not that. It's that tonight I'm off the hook. So I'm like, hey, you know, and you know.
If you want to be as crazy as you fucking want, man, don't worry about that.
No, it's not that. It's that I want to say all this shit and then post it on Facebook because I'm like, wow, all of my Puritan friends will think I'm off the cuff, and
Don't get all criminal on yourself.
No, criminal is watching my friend Dustin grow up where his dad fucking beats his ass against a tree. And watching, instead of me screwing my cat, I'm watching Gardner shoot an arrow through a cat, post tense, over the fence, looking down. Hey, it was a solid fucking shot. He crucified that fucking cat right through the lungs.
That's criminal.
No, it's not. He was a kid. It's not criminal. He's a kid.
No, Michael, it is.
No.
You know what that is? That's the next fucking serial killer. That's not...
No, you want to know how he turned out? He's got 2 boys that are amazing, and he's adopted a lady, and he's married to another lady that's all grown up. He turned out fine. He's
Someone that can... If you can do that as a child, you have an inner...
No, you don't understand. The thing you don't understand is that, look, the thing you don't understand is that I screw my cat, right, and its asshole closes up around the periphery of my dick, the girth. But what he does is he killed the cat, and the reason he did it was because he knew that when he grew up, he would have to go to war and kill a man. So he... I
might fucking seriously come to Utah just to fucking kill you, man.
What? Wait, are you guys okay? How am I doing? I mean, I know.
Stop fucking your
I know
dad,
I'm talking smack.
That's fucking crazy.
So this one kid named Healy, he kicked me in the balls in the 4th grade, and I realized that's why I don't have any kids, is because Healy's nervous about hanging out with me because he kicked me in the balls. He's like, I have kids and you don't have kids, but I work up in the mountains, and what do? You drink beer and make shit. And I'm like, at least I have a cat to fuck that used to have kids, but she's been fixed, so I can't get my cat pregnant. No, really, the real reason is after I got kicked in the balls by this guy, and after I saw Dustin's dad beat his ass, and after I saw that cat get killed, you know what I thought? Because I was a little bit at war. Our family was a little bit at war with the cat killing family. Just a little. Even though we're okay now. We're good. Hey, I like them. We do business. I love that shit. The thing is I decided I was going to become if I can't become a Thundercat, I'm going to make Thundercats, and that's why I got a cat, because I never fucked my dog, but I'm like, I got a pussy now.
You know, why you never fucked your dog? Because your dog would fucking hit you.
My dog hates me?
Yeah, well, a fucking dog would hate it if you fucked a dog.
but my cat loves me, but all I know is she already had her litter, And I was
If
just...
there's such a thing as witchcraft, you're going to die soon.
I'm going to die soon if there's such a thing as witchcraft.
Yeah, Michael, I'm not joking.
It must be a liver issue. No, really. When I got cosmic and I was saved, I realized don't drink beer, don't smoke, don't harm thy body, don't do anything negative or jagged against oneself. Don't do it. No, bestiality is actually what made all of the Egyptian gods and goddesses, is bestiality.
Oh, no, but they weren't drinking that same beer. It's got poison in it or something.
It's Keystone Light. I'm certain it has a little water, and hence it has fluoride in it.
Yeah,
I think they ship it out of Jersey. I think it's coming out of the Hudson.
Date.
What's that?
It's expired. Throw it out. It's expired.
Well, I gotta pee, so I'm debating. Do I take the beer back to pee? And I'm gonna leave the crowd to contemplate. Well, if I did that, I would take the computer with me.
No, just go piss.
I'm gonna go piss.
I don't want to hear you piss. Thank you.
Well, the computer's not gonna hear me piss. Did you know? Did you know that an empty can of mayo is like an empty can of bladder? An empty bladder.
Do you know that all the wasps are like, they die and the ants just get cold and they're kind of delirious?
Did you say wasps or wops? You mean Italian people or do you mean bees? Did you say wasp or wops? Did you mean Italian people or bees? Those like cousins of bees.
No, the fucking wasps, the one that sting you, they're delirious right now because here in Canada it's getting cold, so the wasps are like fucking flying into walls and stuff. They're like delirious. So I filmed one today because it's kind of funny.
Free speech, bitches. I can say whatever I want. Well, what are you gonna do? Can I use the word nigger in public? Can I say lesbian fuckers? Can I say homosexual cracker? Like, can I say fucking nasty free sleep pedophiles? Can I sell?
Public with me, I would just say, excuse my friend. He's fucking ranting about...
The reason I am making this video is because I'm trying to convert Bill Maher to Mormonism. I'm trying to make him a Scientological Mormon. I'm trying to bond Bill Maher with both aliens and that Jesus is the center of the universe. And Jesus, like a lot of English people, had to drink a lot of alcohol because the water was so bad back in the day. Jesus was fucked up. What?
You're not supposed to have tobacco either.
What, Indians?
No. Okay, that's a native right. You can't have tobacco because if you...
Look, are you going to talk to me all serious? If you're going to talk to me all serious tonight, then we don't have a lot to talk about.
I'm saying don't smoke tobacco.
Well, granted, I'm trying to kill my liver and my lungs with marijuana or other drugs or my brain, right? I'm trying to blow out my liver, my brain.
Will only save your life.
But if I smoke cigarettes, that's really fucking bad for the lungs. No, I care. But don't get all serious with me while I'm drinking.
No, tomorrow Canada could be like, fuck, man. Like Justin Trudeau just fucking got in the head.
Yeah, he's a goddamn, like Hillary Clinton is a legacy president, just like Bush II is a legacy. Trudeau is a legacy president. But trust me, I like the fact that Trudeau got in. I like the fact he got in. And he's a year younger than I am. And do you know what that means if he's younger than I am? That means that he and his wife probably, before they were married and they were fucking around, they probably caught a year's worth of HPV that I had fucking sent up to them. So their kids have little HPV genes.
He's got a really nice wife. Like, she's really pretty.
I'm struggling here. I'm fighting. Come on, help me out, everybody.
Oh, she's really pretty. I highly doubt they have HPV.
No, because if you have HPV, that means you get a scar from your tit to your asshole, and it means that your guts blew out across a steering wheel in your siblings.
I just heard HPV, I asked questions at the doctor, and I was like, you get bumps and stuff, and I said, I don't know anything about it. But I guess HPV...
Well, wait, you know HPV, like AIDS came from a green monkey, but HPV came from a purple frog? Did you know that? It's the warts from a purple frog.
Maybe it's curable.
Ding, 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 ding. And
that's Jesus. Jesus drove my hot rod. That's a heavy metal song that
Jesus drove my van next to me. Jesus is my co-pilot until he also got me arrested in Idaho. Now I can't go back to Idaho because Jesus, thank you, Jesus, for helping me do everything I want and get me arrested in Idaho.
Leave me alone is what you should say to him. Say, Jesus, you've got a lot of people you need to talk to.
Do you know that the last 6 minutes feel like the previous half hour? That is how warped my mindage is right now, as I'm thinking about, like, it's neuro coal mining. If you can carve out of your brain, give yourself a lobotomy. No, it means you purposely give yourself a chemical lobotomy, right? Like, this is the future of humanity, is a chemical lobotomy. Give yourself a chemical detoxification to give yourself a lobotomy. Fuck up your lungs, fuck up your liver. Jesus will save you, and then you own it, and then you're like, hey, Jesus, you know, I think, like Tom Waits said, that intoxicating oneself is for people reality is for people who can't face drugs.
Well, my cat, Romel's not impressed with you. And Rommel says, no, he would seriously...
Well, he's not impressed with me because I only have a 3-inch boner. If I had a 3-inch beyond a fucking Smarty Pack, a boner, if I could give him all the clown colors of even a Smarty Pack in Rommel's ass, then you would think that...
like, fuck, I would kick fucking Spook's ass, man. Bring him here.
Right, because you don't want me giving birth to an Egyptian thundercat. That's really your problem.
Did you see Pierrot's video about, whatever, thunderfoot shit?
No, well, I saw a title that looked as if he might be bitching about it, but Pierrot...
He's making a point. I resubscribed to Pierrot again.
Oh, well, you should have. I mean, good man. Why not? Help Pierrot.
Oh, no, I'm tired of the fucking juniper shit. Like I am. That's
no, I am not. And to me, I would never, ever, like, the juniper saga will go on as long as Pierrot ever wants to echo that shit. And
never talks about it, so what the fuck does anybody throw that in his face for?
Look,
seriously, does nobody have respect for that child?
Did you know that Jupiter gives sprout to junipers that are flowers that are like smell of tire shops, and the smell of love, and the smell of the negative retort? Hey, just remember that you're at 3844 on my video right now while you're talking smack to Pierrot. Who talks?
I think that juniper is just a bush. It's not actually a tree. You know,
juniper plants were born on Jupiter, but you'll never know under the smoke because the weather will choke your vision. Your eyes will choke. It's a retinal hook, but you'll never see it because you're behind the cloudy brook. You're under the bridge. You know no different because you're from a population of 35 million. I am from a population of 320 million, and hence my delusion is different than yours. Our native rights are more Southic.
I went for supper over with Gary today. His chemo starts Monday at, like, radiation starts Monday at 10 in the morning, and so I videotaped just a little bit of our night tonight, like, it's French fries, and I paid $50 is what the bill was. Not that that matters, but Gary normally pays, and I was like, oh my God, please let me pay
Did you know that Libras and Scorpios are much more dangerous than Cancer?
No, well, I'm a Virgo, so I don't give a fuck. And second, I didn't know what to do, so Gary's like, well, he's drinking pop, and he hasn't had a beer or smoked a cigarette since August 4th, since the ambulance had to come.
Yeah, since he brought himself to the brink, like, let me just kill myself at the end, let me just toss myself to the edge of the river.
I'm pretty sure Gary would rather kill himself than go to fucking radiation on Monday, but he said, well, what do you want to do? And I just told the waitress, bring me the strongest thing you have. So she gave me a shot of Bacardi 151, and I had that, and like within 15 minutes, I was fucking delusional. Like, I was so high, I was like, oh my God, what the fuck did I drink? And Gary's like, don't you, like it's like I had like lapse of reason between the table at the restaurant, because I haven't drank in a while. I left Mary Jane like over 200 days ago, so I haven't been lit in a while. So I was like, oh, Bacardi 151, what is 2 ounces of fucking alcohol going to do to me? I was high for like 8 hours.
Is that 130, is that 332? My math is wrong, but I'm trying to get to 420.
No, I don't think the number.
I'm trying to get to your 420 intake to mix with the 151. You haven't even talked about the 420.
I should have gone 420, yeah, because I was kind of stupid. Like,
well, you're not the only one that's kind of stupid. If I publish this 4142 second, oh my God, I said 4141. You know what that means? That means 4411. 4411.
No, it's 8282.
Well, no, it's just 82.
Well, what the fuck?
You gotta add. You can't fucking reiterate that shit unless you're trying to be like.
You're not even doing the same math as me.
4141. You're saying is 8282.
Oh, okay, 141. I thought you said 4. I thought you were talking 4.
Okay, so what is 151 minus 420? What's the math on that?
It's like negative something.
No, it isn't. 420 minus 151, I mean.
It's like 362.
No, it is not. 51 ends with a 9. It ends with a 9.
It's 1081. I don't know. Get a calculator.
No, I know. The retarded thing about growing up now is that I've allowed myself to allow technology to allow me to forget shit. Do you understand this as our generation? We've allowed shit to allow us to identify with the ignorance of the next generation and always rely on Google, so I cannot figure out what 421 minus 151 is in my head.
Okay, I'll do it right now. 420 minus, what did you say?
What do you think I said, Bacardi woman?
It equals 269.
Yeah, 269. And you know what 269s are? That's both half of a 69.
That means two people eating each other's genitals. You're right. You're so smart, Michael.
I wasn't trying to screw Ice Cube in the ass because I really wanted a 69 Ice Cube. Because he's straight out of Compton. He is straight out of Compton and Cunton and Rumpton, and I thought, hey, what a better way to toy with Ice Cube.
Are you drunk enough to give me Jake's phone number?
I'll tell you something about Jake.
Okay, well, no, we're being recorded. You better not.
I'll tell you something about Jake. This is what I want to say about Jake. Is that his wife is a fucking wrangler. She's a goddamn cowgirless in that she's trying to bring him. You know what? I have an appointment to do teacher-isms on next Monday with Kayla's class to show them my artwork and walk them through an art exercise. And I'm really excited about it. Except for what I decided to do is I'm gonna say, okay, each of you get a piece of paper, right? And then each of you draw a picture of a face, a cartoon, a face, any sort of face, a weird face. And then I'm going to say, now each of you put your paper next to your neighbor's paper, and then pull out a new sheet of paper and draw the child, the offspring of the face and your neighbor's face onto your new paper, and then show that to the person next to you to see just how different your assumptions of siblings might be. Don't get me wrong. I think the genetic structure A could only, like the non-identity problem, ever be what it is. But at the same time, I think it's amazing that the siblings that I have turned out to be the siblings that I have, and I'm listening to you always bitch about your siblings, and I think that's a bunch of fucking. I think you're fine. You're fine. You love your siblings. I know you love your siblings. You love your.
Listen. Find in Peter's New Testament, 1:23. For you have been born again, but not to a life that will quickly end. Your new life will last forever because it comes from the eternal, living Word of God.
Well, if that's the case, then no, my drunken internalized self says that I'm going to babble into the future the way I'm going to future it.
Be done with all evil behavior. Be done with all
like quit sinning. Like Jesus says, when you're reborn, quit sinning. Like just you're done with the sinning.
You need to stop bitching. Like that's Jake's problem, man. Like who cares what all you're doing?
Jake has never been reborn, like in the religious Baptist sense. Hallelujah! Praise the Lord! I've never been reborn. I've never cast myself into the flames of hell and come out of it.
Neither of your brothers do that.
Well, they shouldn't, because we're an elastic sort, and I re-identify with satyr elasticity, and I think my family's severely satyr elasticity.
On glue?
What, because I'm not abiding to the Abrahamic Christian reborn blah blah blah?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I'm not real? Because I'm unreal to the universe? Like I shouldn't be speaking my anti-Mormon, like Gordon B. Hinckley has horns mind?
I agree with your anti-Mormonism, but you are fucking crazier than the Mormons.
Well, it's not that I'm more crazy than them, it's that I'm more sour. I'm a sour grape, according to Anton. Anton called me a sour grape. Gosh, shucks.
Who called you a sour grape?
Corey Anton, the philosopher in Indiana.
Anton, like, I don't know. I don't know what Corey Anton thinks of.
I did the video, I've never heard of that guy either, other than I did a video.
I never heard him call you that.
No, he called me that. And I'm a sour grape because I screw my cats? Because I try to impregnate girl cats that are fixed and boy cats? Is that why? Is that why he's making fun of me? Is that why I'm a sour grape? Is because I can't knock my fixed female cats and male cats up interspecially? I can't make thunder cats? I'm enabled to make thunder cats because Corey and
Your fucking stresses out on the cats, Michael.
This video, I will make certain, does not surpass an hour.
Michael, don't take your stress out on your cats.
No, I don't. God, I mean, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, right? I don't screw my cats unless I'm wearing a condom. A sheepskin condom. If I wear a sheepskin condom, then I'll screw my cats. If I don't...
Oh my God.
Because I like the feel of fucking cow skin around my dick while I'm screwing a feline.
Okay, you're making me puke.
I'm about to make myself puke. As a matter of fact, you know what? I had Logan come over here and say, hey man, you in this documentary, like the shit you're putting out on your channel is nothing compared to anything that I'm doing. You're ruining it. People might think you were a gentleman in this documentary, but when they see your channel, they're gonna know you're fucked up. And I was like, wait, do you mean that one should always fuck upward?
Logan said that?
Does God want men to jive their dick upward, or does he prefer more of a horizontal position?
I would think, I don't know, I don't have a penis.
No, but as a woman, the metaphor of God, right? God as a woman in the dogma sense, the Barracuda. No, not Barracuda. Not Angelina Jolie either. You know the dogma. Will Smith. What's her nuts? That singer sings about Ethiopia, or she sings about.
Lady Gaga?
No, fucking come on, spit it out. Dogma. She's the god in Dogma, right? She is the god in Dogma. The goddess.
Madonna?
Thank you. What does she say? Thank you, Africa. Thank you, Easter nuts. Thank you, Africa nuts in Canada. And thank you, Rolling Stone. Yes, Celine. No, not fucking Celine. Celine. I'm gonna dump my fucking scuba gear and lean into Celine Dolphin. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about fucking thank you. What's her nuts? Thank you, Ethiopia. Thank you. Thank you, Israel. Thank you.
Oh, Sinead O'Connor. She's from Ireland.
No. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. If this doesn't come out, I better Google this shit. And mind you, folks who are watching, I have both lost my mind. B, we're only at 51 minutes, so you have 9 more minutes of nonsense. And C, Alanis Morissette, you fucking idiot. Right. Now, that weirdo creature, that brown-eyed lovely lady, that singer.
Use the word ironic, right? In that
Ironic. Why couldn't I figure that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I'm busy fucking up my neurons, right? My neuroganglia. I'm trying to toss. My chromosome telomeres are messed. Right? There's no getting beyond destructive chromosomal telomeres falling apart because you drank alcohol. I'm not here. I want to screw Amy Schumer. The only reason I fuck my pussies is because they remind me of Amy Schumer.
Maybe stay away from Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer is not staying away from me. I watched her last video. She responded to me. I'm saying that because she is like the Porky Pig of the Jewish community and she's trying to be Jewish but she's a Gentile, she's faking it. I did a genetic test on her and I found out even though that I'm Jesus Christ genetically, she is not Jewish. She actually turns out that she's a fucking hillbilly from the Appalachians.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, because I met her, like, I flew out to L.A., and then I, like, went up and I stuck a syringe in her elbow, and I pulled it out, and then I took it, and I DNA tested it, and she's a Gentile from the Appalachians. She is not Jewish. She is more German and Nazi Aryan than any possible Jew could ever be. And I thought, because I'm Croatian and German and English and a part Chickasaw.
Hey, do you know what? Can we talk about Che Guevara?
You mean the dead dude?
Yeah, the dead dude.
The dead dude. Oh, what do you want to...
The dead dude revolution. That's what I'm going for Halloween. I'm going to dress up as Che Guevara. I'm going to be a revolutionist for Halloween. What are you going to be?
Well, I thought I would redo my old nipple routine, that I would go as a nipple, right, because I'm all into MGTOW and feminism. But then I was like, I don't want to frame it. I don't want it to be a gold frame. But it's just that I have huge man nipples.
I don't know that. What's the point of being a nipple?
No, it's an expression. The free the nipple contain. I say frame the nipple.
Then why don't you? Okay, well then why don't you just be like Sinead O'Connor?
I am like Sinead O'Connor. I always tell my niece to cut her hair like a bald woman. Like cut it short, because women are so like the problem with feminists is that they grow long hair, right? And if they're gonna grow long hair and still be feminists and not try to dress themselves off as lesbian dykes,
Sinead O'Connor,
then
but I wasn't so into her when she started talking on Oprah and other things about bipolar and stuff. I don't really agree with like lithium and like.
No, bipolar is just a metaphor for candy canes. It's the red and the white mixed together and that bows down on a candy cane.
Sinead O'Connor is a really strong icon, I feel.
Well,
like,
she's a mom and she's an icon. I hope maybe she's not a mom.
Strong. Like she's super strong, but lots of her decisions in the last like 5 years I don't really agree with. Like she just had grandchildren. I follow her on Facebook. She posts stuff about like her grandchildren and stuff like things that her life has changed. Like she's grown up and she's not the same. And for me, as a revolutionary, I looked at her much differently when I was growing up. And because she's not like that anymore, she's changed. And because of like.
Well, like a candy cane, she's revolved and pointed down again at herself. She hasn't stopped wrapping around herself and then curving the whole wrap back down to herself. So you call that maturity? Maturity is making a U-turn.
Her music wasn't the same after.
Yeah, neither is my art. Neither is politics. Neither is anything now. What is the same from 5 years ago? You tell me one thing from 5 years ago that's the same.
Changed. Keith Richards never fucking changed.
Harpo Marx never changed.
No, the Rolling Stones never changed, man. They're fucking crazy people. And they're the only band, like, pretty much in the world that fucking never, like, do you know what I mean?
My hairline never changed.
The Rolling Stones.
Well, okay.
Sorry, but there isn't, man. Like, seriously, I'm not crazy.
No, not only are you also crazy, you are out of your goddamn chronologic ordered mind. That's how goddamn unself-forgiving you are.
Oh my God. Okay, let's talk about Pink Floyd and Sid Barrett then. Let's go.
I nicknamed Loki Floyd because of Pink Floyd. Loki the cat that I'm actually not fucking.
The cat that you're fucking up the ass.
Right, the cat that I'm trying to impregnate. That's a boy cat because I want Horus, and Horus I think is also part cat. Right now, if we have a children, if he gives birth to like a fucking alien cat baby. No, I'm serious. If I screw the ass of my male cat named Loki, then what I'm saying is this: I might give birth to a cat, and maybe it's Hathor, maybe it's well, what the hell? I think it is Hathor. Anyway, well, it's a thunder cat, right? And so when we give birth, it might be like a Down syndrome thunder cat.
Oh my God.
It might be weird. All I know is it's got this full German engineering fucking tagged with the tar brush because I'm mostly German. But I'm part English.
You're mostly German. You're mostly fucking like unrealistic.
I'm unrealistic. I'm mostly the genetic code of unrealism, and I understand that. What I was trying to do, we have 1 minute left because I won't surpass an hour on this video. And you want to know why? Because Comedy Central cannot buy it off me if I surpass an hour.
What happened? Like, who can't buy it off you?
Amy Schumer is almost a millionaire, if not. She's going to buy my comedy special off me. No, she wants to lick my pussy. She wants to lick my green alien pussy the same way I want to cut off her snail alien pussy eyes.
Okay, I don't know how Amy Schumer got into your head, but, like, I think she's dangerous.
Amy Schumer
for
is
you.
a...
It's like, yeah, it's like...
No, because my HPV... My HPV can kick her HPV's ass! I can kick her ass in the H...
parts of the Bible for you? The New Testament?
Because the Bible means culturally that it is the Bible, because A, it is the Bible. Oh, I gotta end everything. Bye! Love you!